In the heart of the dense forest, there was a small village known as Fairview. The villagers were simple and friendly people who lived in harmony with nature. However, a strange occurrence had been happening in the forest lately. People had started to disappear without a trace. The villagers were terrified, and the local authorities were clueless about what was happening. The forest was notorious for its thick fog and treacherous terrain, making it difficult to search for any missing persons. The villagers were convinced that something sinister was lurking in the forest, preying on the unsuspecting. One evening, a group of villagers had gathered at the local tavern to discuss the situation. They talked about the disappearances and tried to come up with a plan to uncover the truth. Suddenly, an old man who had been sitting quietly in the corner spoke up. "I know what's been happening in the forest," he said, his voice shaking. "There's a creature that lives in the forest, and it's been taking people." The villagers were skeptical, but the old man insisted that he knew what he was talking about. He told them a story about a creature that lived in the forest, a creature that could shape-shift and blend into the shadows. The villagers were terrified, but they knew that they had to act. They organized a search party to investigate the forest and hopefully find any clues about the missing people. As they ventured deep into the forest, they could feel an ominous presence lurking around them. The thick fog made it difficult to see, and the silence was deafening. Suddenly, they heard a blood-curdling scream. It was coming from deeper into the forest, and the villagers knew that they had to investigate. As they moved closer to the source of the sound, they could see a figure in the distance. It was a woman, and she was standing still, staring into the darkness. The search party cautiously approached her, calling out her name. But she did not respond. As they got closer, they could see that her eyes were lifeless, and her body was covered in scratches and bruises. She had been attacked by something. Just then, they heard a rustling in the bushes. The search party turned around, but they could see nothing in the thick fog. Suddenly, the bushes parted, and a figure stepped out. It was the creature that the old man had spoken of. The creature was tall and slender, with long arms and sharp claws. Its eyes were glowing red, and its teeth were razor-sharp. It let out a bone-chilling howl, and the search party knew that they were in grave danger. The creature charged at them, and the search party scattered in all directions. The creature was too fast, and it caught up to them one by one. The villagers fought back, but it was no use. The creature was too strong. When the villagers finally made it back to the village, they were shaken and traumatized. They knew that they had encountered something truly evil in the forest, and they vowed never to venture into the forest again. The creature had claimed yet another victim, and the mysterious disappearances in the forest continued.